Being a local official, there's a big challenge with the property tax formulas that the state has, and I think that that would be one that I could bring a real aspect of the impact of that. I think the secondary calculation that the state imposed on property tax is something that really needs to be corrected. A great example is Sparks. Sparks, Nevada, even with their growth, with new houses and people coming to Sparks, their property tax income will be less than it is the year before, because that secondary calculation includes 10 years of revenues. And so for a community to be able to make their budgets meet and to have that challenge just with growth across the board really makes it tough. And I think that the 3% that the state imposed as far as the cap of what assessed valuation can be every year, I think is important. I can see where folks really could get behind, especially you don't have control of what the state's doing, and when property prices increase, and then having that challenge to keep up with taxes. So I think the first part of that cap was good, but I really would like to see the state take a look at that second cap so that assessed valuation can grow in that 10-year average, so that Sparks wouldn't have that type of issue. Elko doesn't have that, but certainly could with that kind of formula. So that's a big one. And then two, I think just the needs of Northern Nevada and Great Basin College. I think that Great Basin College has a lot to offer, obviously, with their success, and I think they're ready to get on to other steps. So I certainly support the president at Great Basin College of what she sees as a vision, but I think that funding formula for full-time students is one that really we need to be careful of. Great Basin College has had that formula cut and cut and cut, and that's what I go back to as far as that per capita. I look at the legislation as far as the members go, and I think the advantage that I have is with my experience, again, as a local official and a business owner. I think the youth, if you will, of the other assembly, looking so much at that per capita side of it, coming from the Las Vegas area, those type of formulas really make a disadvantage for the rurals. And the rurals still need to have an efficient operation, but again, you just can't take that per capita formula. And I think that I would be able to get that in front of folks and at least have them to consider it. And I think that as assembly get more experience, I think they'll see that. I think back in the days when Senator Raggio was there, and having that seniority at the state level was big, but with the term limits and changes obviously that happened, and so those are cycles that go through at the state level. But I think as a representative of rural Nevada that I could bring the issues to the forefront and really give District 33 a good representation.